Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Product Webinar. Today we have myself, Megan Wingate. I'm the Product Marketing Specialist for our Vendasta product team. And with me is Stephanie Dilsner, and she's the Product Manager for the new product we're here to talk about today.
Hello, everyone.
So without further ado, our product team here at Vendasta is so excited to introduce Website Pro, WordPress hosting on the Google Cloud platform. Before I explain, just wanted to remind everybody that we'll have a live Q&A at the end of this session. So if you think of any questions throughout this webinar, just type them into the chat box and they'll be answered shortly. So with that, let's jump in. Website Pro is web hosting with Vendasta. So with Website Pro, you can now host your clients' WordPress sites with the most trusted source on the internet, the Google Cloud platform. The state-of-the-art infrastructure means your sites will be secure and protected, be Google fast, and scale automatically, giving your agency the power to build robust WordPress sites for any business. Who is it for? I just want to touch on this a little bit more. So Website Pro is for you, our partners. It'll be a little different than our typical products. We'll go through that here right now. So Website Pro could be for somebody who wants to start offering WordPress sites. Maybe they don't already do that, but they're looking into it. Or maybe it's for somebody who already offers WordPress websites and they're looking for kind of a better option. So Website Pro, like I said, is a little different than our other Vendasta products. And what I mean is that a good portion of these products, reputation management or social marketing, for example, are often sold as DIY, so do it yourself. So meaning you as the partner typically would sell reputation management to a business, and then they would go in and use the software themselves. Website Pro, though, is going to most often be sold as a DIFM product or a do-it-for-me product, meaning you, the partner, will be the main user of Website Pro. So we recommend you sell it this way just because WordPress is pretty technical. It's used by developers. And it's not something that you would give to a local business and send on their way. WordPress is, though it is the most popular content management system out there, it definitely requires a bit of technical knowledge. And I don't think somebody who hasn't worked with websites in the past would kind of want to get in there themselves and be able to kind of do a DIY website builder, for example. So the next slide, I'll just show you kind of the most likely scenario. So here's kind of how we see our partners selling Website Pro. So it would start with a small business coming up to you guys, I need a website, Mr. Agency. You would then say, sure, that'll be $3,000 or whatever you sell a website for. You would then activate Website Pro, go into Website Pro and build your site in WordPress, and then be done and show your client what you have, present the new website to the business owner, and then they would say thanks. And at that point, they might log into Website Pro into the dashboard to access their WordPress login or to see their built-in reporting. So why do you need it? We'll just start here with, and this is a bit of a background on why we built it and why we're trying to offer something like this to our partners. This right here is the digital spend for 2016, so similar for 2017, but these are the 2016 numbers. And you can see that web hosting and web design are the top digital spend for all of it by a lot. By over 72% of all digital service spend is on either web design, web hosting, web maintenance. It's huge, and the opportunity is huge. And we all know that websites are the pillar of the local marketing stack. So if you aren't offering them, you're missing out, and we want you to be able to get a piece of this pie. We also know that offering websites is a lot of work. We know there's tons of problems that agencies face with hosting and providing websites. Things like just the quality of hosting being subpar and people wanting a stable, high-tech solution. Or maintaining and managing sites is costly and time-consuming as well. Agencies are looking for automated scaling so they don't have to spend time managing and optimizing their resources manually. And lots of times technical staff are getting tied up setting up hosting for clients or restoring sites from disaster. They're looking for something that's going to save them time and that's easy to use. And oftentimes, and this is what we hear a lot, is that building sites can be a one-time revenue. So you build a site for your client and they don't engage with it afterwards, and they're kind of one-off clients. And I'm sure a lot of our partners out there who are web agencies who have already developed websites have felt this before. So they're looking for a product that can help them get reoccurring revenue other than just their yearly hosting fee, and just be part of a larger platform so they can keep this customer for the long term, keep them engaged and show them their worth. So that's why we've built Website Pro, to solve all of these problems. So just to start here, we'll talk about the one-click WordPress setup. So Website Pro has a one-click setup wizard, we call it, where anyone can set up a site within minutes. We did this to eliminate the technical back-end work required to set up WordPress hosting, and it gets you back to selling and designing compelling sites. So how do you do it? You can see right here, and Steph will show you in the demo, but it's super easy to set up a new site. All you do is fill out the form with your business name, your business tagline, and your subdomain. You watch the website be created. You simply click create, and there'll be a little animation that's rolling. And as that's happening, it is setting up your website. And then once it's ready to go, you'll be taken to the Website Pro dashboard, and you'll be able to start building the site right there. Website Pro is a world-class product as well. So we like to say this is world-class hosting because we host our sites with the Google Cloud Platform. So Website Pro includes features that other hosting providers charge extra for, but Website Pro is only $12 an account per month. And so with that, you get all these things. So if you can see on the screen here, there's things like daily backups, free imports. Everyone gets a free SSL certificate, making your site super secure, developer tools, built-in reporting with Google Analytics. There's tons of stuff. And the Google Cloud Platform is great for so many reasons. It's the most trusted source on the internet. We all know Google, know and love it. And not only will you know that you're hosting your sites on the best servers in the world, but you'll be able to provide your clients with faster, more secure sites than the competitors. And then a bigger bonus for you guys as agencies is that Google's automated scalability reduces the overhead involved in managing and maintaining your websites. So making it easier than ever, taking out any of that manual optimization and resource allocation that you had to do with servers. These are just a couple things. They're kind of going through the screen a little fast here, but if you'd like further details, all the technical specs of Website Pro, they're listed in the details in the marketplace or on our Vendasta website. You can find them there as well. Last but not least, just Website Pro being fully integrated, and this is going to drive engagement for your clients. You can harness the power of the Vendasta platform to offer the complete website solution. So with just one login, your clients have access to built-in reporting and dozens of complementary digital products and services. So not only once your website's live, you can keep your clients engaged. You'll give them access to Website Pro's easy-to-use dashboard. They can go here to access Business Center, to access their WordPress dashboard. No logins for WordPress. Usually that you kind of get a couple for your hosting and your WordPress, but just all through Vendasta platform here. There's daily backups, one-click restores, super easy to use. If something happens, they can do that themselves, or you can. And then they'll also see the live reporting that uses Google Analytics. So that's really the engaging part, is that they can see their traffic, they can see all these cool stats without you having to provide any sort of manual reporting at all. Just keeping them, on top of their website, their traffic, and keeping them engaged. And then, of course, the best part is that being part of the Vendasta platform, your clients will have access to a marketplace of other digital marketing products that are ready to sell. So no more one and done web clients. As soon as their sites are up and live, you can upsell them to other digital products. So bringing up your reoccurring revenue. So once, maybe their website goes live and you're looking to, maybe they want to keep their social marketing going. So you sell them that and manage their reviews and keep those up to date on their site. So maybe they need reputation management. So just so you can continue building those relationships and bringing in reoccurring revenue once the website's designed and built. So can we see it? Finally. Okay, I'll pass it over to Steph and she can do the live demo for you guys.
Awesome. So I'm just going to flip over here to Business Center, and I just set up a business for Megan here. So activated Website Pro, first time coming into it. So here's that short form she mentioned, Megan's website. Then you put your tagline here.
And your tagline could be something like, if you're a donut shop, best donuts in the world, something like that.
And just press create. And then during this loading animation, it's getting the whole site set up for you, installing WordPress, putting that SSL certificate on. The SSL certificates automatically update for you, so you never have to worry about them. They just set it and forget it. And it also is automatically creating me a WordPress user that matches the email I use in Business Center. So it'll create me an admin user. And then afterwards, once my user is created, I can go into WordPress here and I can change that user to have different access levels. So if you have someone who is just a content editor, you can give them editor access. Or if you have someone who is just subscribing to content, you can give them all those different access levels. Right. So,
and just to be clear, this is where, so Steph showed you the dashboard. So now that you've got their site set up, you as a developer, the agency as a developer, or whoever you're getting to do your web development, they can easily come into WordPress just like this screen here and start building the site.
Yeah, so this is WordPress you know and love. There's no restrictions on it. You can go and put whatever plugins and themes that you want and start creating any type of site. The awesome part about WordPress is it's really so robust because it's open source. There's constantly new plugins and themes and widgets being added, so you can really create any kind of site. Okay. So if we pop over to the domain settings, if you want to add a custom domain, you go and just type in your domain here. So say we have Megans.com, and I also own the www version, so we're going to check that off, hit proceed, and it'll tell me the DNS records that I need to change. So if I bought Megans.com on GoDaddy or another domain registrar, this is what my value is with my domain registrar, and this is what I need to go and change it to. So I go and change my A and C name record, and then come back here and press check again. And if it matches, then I will be able to add it. So I have another domain I pre-set up, so it has the domain records all correct. So I can add it now because it shows up as green, and there's a red loading bar here at the top to add those domains. And then once it's done loading, I'll be brought to a screen with all my domains, and there is one primary domain that you can set all your other domains to point to. So, and you can switch the primary domain. So I'm going to switch my primary domain to point to this one I just added. So you just click make primary, and it'll load again. And we don't have domain purchasing at this time. It's something we're looking into, and with that, we also don't have email purchasing. So if you would like to have an email for your domain, you would have to do that with a third-party domain provider. Yeah, so it's almost done loading at the top, as you can see in the red here. There, and it's primary. So if I have a different site I would like to import, this is, you just hit this import tab over here, and it gives you all the instructions of what to do. So you go and download the Website Pro Automated Migration plugin here. And then you copy this migration code, and then I'm going to install that plugin I just downloaded onto my existing WordPress site that I'd like to import here. So I have that open in a tab here. I'm going to go to plugins, add new, upload plugin, drag that on top there, install now, activate it. And then under Tools, there's Website Pro Automated Migration. So I'm going to click there, paste in that migration code, and click Migrate. So it's going to load, and then after it's all imported, you'll get an email saying that it has successfully been imported for you. So I'm going to hop back to the dashboard here. Go back. And these analytics here in the dashboard, like since this is a brand new site, it doesn't have any analytics yet, but as you get visitors and more traffic, you'll get some analytics. But this is all Google Analytics. It's set up in a way that it uses a hidden plugin. So if you wanted to set up your own Google Analytics to view outside of this dashboard, you could do so and it wouldn't interfere with this dashboard. I'm going to demo the backups for you. I'm just going to hop over to a site, an existing site I have, because this one doesn't have any backups yet because it's a brand new site. So here's a site. And if I click on my backups here, it gives me a list of all the backups. So I'm going to pick the backup from 2 days ago, and it's going to give me a message asking if I want to restore. So press restore, and it's going to give me an animation of doing that restore. So this is really handy if you have like a plugin that updates and it errors out on you, or someone goes in the website and messes something up. And that's it. It's all done.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's pretty simple. Website Pro in a nutshell there.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph. So would you mind just kind of telling everybody, just giving us a little brief overview of what the future might look like for Website Pro?
For sure. Yeah, this is really exciting. I love all the future vision of it because there's so much potential for this project. We're always listening for new ideas and looking for feedback. So we track all our suggestions in user voice. So these are just some of the top ideas that have come up. So SFTP access was requested, and we're actually working on that right now. That should be released in the next few weeks here. And we're also looking into doing a new improved domain workflow so that it connects automatically. Some other things that have been suggested are being able to purchase domains in email, being able to restrict access to a subset of products, having templates for your websites that use the information from your business profile so you could auto-populate a whole website, having a staging area, a request change workflow that's connected in with Concierge. There's lots of super awesome ideas out there. So if any of you have any ideas that you like here or that you would like to suggest, please go to feedback.vendasta.com and request them, because it's our new way of tracking what we build next. It's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph. Okay, so yeah, we've kind of come to that point. Question time. If anyone has any questions, we'll give it a couple minutes here and see.
Okay, I have a question here about user management. So how do the users work when they're connected to Business Center? So how that works is it all uses email matching. So that your Business Center user, they will have a user automatically created in Website Pro with the same email as them. So if I go into Website Pro with my Stephanie at Vendasta email, it'll automatically create me a Stephanie at Vendasta user in WordPress. And then after that user is created, you can change the access level of that user.
Awesome.
Another question here about SSL certificates. Can I go and connect my own SSL certificates? At this time, it's just the Let's Encrypt certificates. But they automatically update for you, so you never have to worry about having to reconnect those. Yeah, this is something that'd be a really good request for user voice.
Mm-hmm. And then one more thing, I guess, just to touch on, again, I went over the monthly cost briefly, but again, the cost is $12 per account per month. And I don't know if anyone suggested, markup on that is total, like I said, I feel the most commonly used scenario for this product, really, it would be whatever you charge, your web clients their yearly hosting fee or their monthly hosting fee. So whatever that is to you, you know, anywhere from around, you know, $300 to I've seen more. So yeah, if we don't have any more questions, I don't think I see any. We'll just quickly again, next steps. If you're looking to start using Website Pro today, that will be so awesome. We'd be excited. Go into Marketplace and enable Website Pro. It's easy as that. If you have any additional questions, just reach out to your partner success manager and they can definitely help you out. So that wraps it up. So I just again want to thank Steph from Website Pro team for showcasing this awesome new product. And thanks everyone again who came and joined us today. We'll have this webinar up on our support site by tomorrow. So if you want to come back and rewatch it, you can definitely check it out there. Again, I'm Megan Wingate with Vendasta's product team, and thanks so much for being with us today.